ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am Princess. We are back at my dad's cabin on Bluff Lake.
And I'm the Goob. And this is
Gulps'N'Games.
And we thought while we were up here, we'd make another video. And this is the first video with the mermaid hair.
Yep. Oh. Mavis is here too with us.
There you go. So while we were up here, we just happened to see this weird maple syrup looking bottle on one of the shelves, and it just sounded delicious. This is a Jackson Morgan Southern Cream liquor. This one is salted caramel flavored, and it's actually a whiskey.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a whiskey cream. So it began in 1921 with Alfred Worthington. He owned a whiskey still in eastern North Carolina. He later decided to become a preacher and left the whiskey life. Then, nearly 100 years later, his great-grandchildren, Jackson and Morgan, they used the family recipe to create these whiskey creams and brought the business back. Yeah.
Good thinking.
It's actually owned by their parents, Mike and Marinda Wetherington. They own Spirits of Tennessee. That's the parent company that this is out of. So they have flavors like salted caramel, which is what we have. They had an orange whip, brown cinnamon sugar, which we didn't even see there. There's a peppermint mocha.
I feel like I saw the brown sugar one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we already poured ourselves some. But pour a little more in there, just freshen it up.
I think I wanted to put some in my coffee this morning while he was still sleeping, but I didn't think he would like that. Now I may not have enough left for coffee in the morning. Cheers. I am.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be more caramely, but it's still good.
Oh, I definitely taste the caramel. Definitely tastes like a donut to me.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna grab the game.
Oh, we're playing a game too? Okay.
So today's game we're gonna play is Organ Attack. You might remember from last week's video we played Anxiety Attack. This is, I believe this one came out first. I think this was his very first game the Awkward Yeti created called Organ. Ready? Okay, so one of the fun things about this game, it does come with a little normal sleeve on it, but if you wanted to, it comes designed to look like a medical book. And I just think that's kind of fun. So this game has two different types of cards. There's attack cards and organ cards. You divide out the organ cards among all the people playing. It comes with enough for, I believe it's 4 players.
So I saw just 6 right there.
That's an expansion pack.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh yeah, because it includes that. Yeah. 2 to 6 players, but that might be because it is have the Ready Player 6 as an expansion pack. So this is 2 to 4 players, and then the expansion pack allows you to add 2 more players to it, which we did get because I even bought the fat expansion pack, which is just one extra organ and attack cards to go with it.
Is fat really an organ?
Is a tooth really an organ?
No, I guess it's not. Or skin.
Skin's an organ.
It
Skin
is?
is your largest organ. Your epidermis.
What about the trachea? Isn't the trachea your throat? That's not an organ.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah. So each player then gets 5 attack cards.
Is there an intestine? I don't remember there being an intestine.
There is. It's bowels.
Oh.
Then you put your organs out on the table for everyone to see. The object of the game is to take out the opponent's organs and be the last one left with any living organs.
I got the wild one.
So whoever gets the wild card, this one right here, this acts as any organ. It takes 4 things to take it out, and you can use anything on it, any one of the attack cards. Your attack cards they have affliction cards. Some of them only affect certain things. Like this one is acne, and it only affects the skin. I can use that on the wild card, but I can also only use it on the skin. Then there are wild affliction cards like this one, which you can use on anything. If it's a wild one, you can use it on any organ. You also have heal cards. This one allows me to remove 2 afflictions from any organ. Some of them are only for 1, and some of them are block cards. I don't know if you want to look at your hands, see if you have any of those things. Then there's this necrosis card. With this one, it counts as two attacks on something, so it can take out 1 organ in 1 attack, or I can put it on the wild card and it counts as 2. So I can do 2 necroses on there.
Research one?
I did not.
Oh.
So why don't you show it? Because I also didn't say anything about the fire cards. It's okay that we're seeing our hands because we're trying to explain how to play.
This is a research one. You play this at any time because it has a fire in the corner. And it says, search through the attack discard pile and trade this card from one the pile cannot. Trade this card for 1 from the pile. Cannot be blocked.
Yep. So there's cards that block anything. So you can block almost anything that the player's doing with the ones that say that it blocks a player's move. There's also a couple cards that sedate the player, put them to sleep, and they have to skip turns. During that time, they're unable to defend as well. So if you do attack them during that time that they're asleep, they can't defend and use a block card on you. There are research ones without the flame. You can only make 1 move per turn, but the flame ones you can use at any time. So usually those ones are the block cards. That one's a research one, so if there's something in the discard pile she wants, she can use it right away, including a block card, so she could use that, pull a block card out of the discard pile, and then block me trying to kill her or something. So whoever has a wild card goes first, so Princess will go first. So you start off by making any 1 move. You can play an affliction card, a heal card. There's cards that are immunity. That's like a vaccine card, so you're vaccinated for two moves.
Hey, Mavis. I told you she just wants to be in the video.
Okay, sit down and be good.
I'm gonna kill your skin.
Okay. So you make 2 separate discard piles. It says to discard the organs face down. I don't know why, but it says to. And then you make a face-up pile for the other cards. So now that she played 1 card, she has to draw 1 card.
If you're not going to sit, you can't be up here. I can play this anytime because it's a wild one and it gives him an affliction.
Yep. So see how it has the little flame on it, and then it says does not count as a turn. So she played that, but she already drew her card, so that was at the end of her turn, so the beginning of my turn, so she'll start her next turn with only the 4 cards. So I'm going to play Acne on your wild card, and then draw a card, and now it's your turn.
You were good for like 1 second. I'm going to take out your skeletal muscles.
Now that card that she just played is a necrosis card, but it's a wild necrosis card. It's a flame, so that doesn't count as her move. So she still gets to actually make a move.
Oh, cool.
Wait, did you draw at the beginning of your turn? Because you should have only had 4 cards at the beginning of your turn.
I don't know if I did. I think I may have possibly.
I think you drew that flame card. So your turn, when you draw a card that's the end of your turn, she keeps forgetting sometimes. I've probably done the same thing where, I only have 4 cards. It's supposed to have 5. Draw a card and then take your turn. But this one was a fire, so it doesn't count. She probably didn't have anything else that she wanted to play anyways.
No, I did, but that's okay.
So I'm going to play Thyroiditis on her wild card.
Maybe this is just going to take my spot.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to draw a card, and now it's your turn. Mavis, come here.
Oh, I said she was going to take my spot.
Sit down. Cats are better than dogs.
Oh, I just did it again.
See?
Oops. I'm going to play that on your fat.
She's playing obesity on my fat.
Then I have to get that.
Mavis, you need to stay still. Okay. What do you got here? Is that liver? I'm going to give you cirrhosis of the liver. And draw a card, and now it's your turn.
Oh. I know, you just want to kiss us. I know. I'm going to kill your bowels. With an associate. No, I can't say it.
Necrosis.
Yes.
And then I'm going to play this necrosis on her wild card, which then gives her 4, and the wild card is gone.
You know, you shouldn't really be licking my hand since I had peppers with dinner.
Okay, it's your turn.
Mavis is allergic to peppers.
Our cat Lion knows not. He loves hot stuff. He'll grab our Caucasian seasoning and just run around the house with it in his mouth.
That one's gone. Oh, you don't have that one. What is this one? Oh, I took that one. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to do... Oh, this can be any affliction. So I'm going to take that out.
Okay, she took out my bones. Okay, can you stop licking my leg? You need
Sure.
You need a draw.
I'll stop licking your leg.
Okay. How many cards you got?
5.
Okay, I thought you only saw 4. So I'll go ahead and play this Medical Miracle. It gets to remove 2 afflictions, but I only have 1 left on my thing. So I get to remove the obesity and then draw a card. I drew this card right here. It's good cholesterol, bad cholesterol, HDL, LDL. So this gets to count as either I can use it as a heal and remove 1 affliction, or I can use it as a bad affliction and hurt her. So I am going to play that on her liver, and that kills her liver. And it's a flame card too, so you do get to use it whenever. So I took out her liver. Use that one.
I was wondering if I could.
Wait. Yeah, upon being attacked. So she's playing this flame card. It's called Contagious. And look at little sad gallbladder wearing his mask like a good guy in this day and age. Upon being attacked, you can instantly play this card as an affliction wild against any opponent. Does not count as a turn. So which one do I play it on?
Bladder.
So now my bladder got the bad cholesterol affliction to it. And so that was the end of my turn when I drew this. So that was the beginning of her turn, but this is a flame, so that doesn't count. So now she gets to actually start her turn.
I'm going to do research.
Again, that's another flame card, so it doesn't actually count as her move. There are ones like that have the same thing that are not the instant cards. And now she drew, so she decided not to play anything and drew a card instead. Is that what I'm assuming?
I didn't know I could play something. I thought
That's
that's
a flame card.
Oh.
So that didn't count as your turn.
Oh.
And then drawing ends your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Go. 'Cause I know that now.
I'm going to give her kidneys some calcium stones.
And I'm going to give immunity boost.
Yep. So this is the one that automatically blocks it. So she blocked it, so that didn't count. It's also a flame, but that was my turn. So now I draw 2 cards. That's your turn.
I'm going to take out your thyroid.
I'm going to give your lungs asthma. So this is the vaccine card. It protected from affliction, wild, and necrosis cards for 2 turns. So I can play this on any one of my things as my turn. Because it's not an instant card with the flame, so that would be my turn if I use that. And what it does is, for 2 full rounds, she would not be able to afflict anything on that organ.
Done?
Yep.
And then kill your bladder.
Okay. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't notice this. Total colectomy? Colectomy? Colectomy?
Colostomy?
Colectomy?
Is that a thing?
Either way, it afflicts the bowels, but it actually removes the appendix.
Colonopathy? No, that's not.
No, it's colectomy.
Yeah, there's no peanut.
So I didn't notice that last night, or a couple nights ago when we were learning how to play this game. It actually removes the appendix. So if you use this on the appendix, it only counts as 1 affliction. It would completely remove it from the game. I didn't notice that.
Oh.
And no one has bowels. They must already be gone. So I'm going to do something. As your turn, you can discard up to 2 cards from your hand, and then draw cards to make up for it. So even if I had started that round with only 2 cards, I could have discarded those 2, drew the 2 new ones, and then ended my turn by drawing the 3 cards.
Okay, I'm gonna put this on your trachea.
Trachea?
Trachea.
Trachea?
Trachea.
So I'm going to go ahead and use this sedate card. So what this does is now, she is asleep for 2 full turns. So this ends my turn. So this is her first turn. She's not able to make any moves. She can't play. So now it comes back to me. I'm going to play an affection on her lungs that kills her lungs. Even if she had a block card, because she's asleep, she would not have been allowed to play it. And then end my turn by drawing. And now this is her second turn that she's asleep for. So now she can't play again, and it comes back to me. Now I've already had 2 turns with her being asleep, and she's had 2 turns being asleep, so now she's no longer asleep. I'm going to use this card. This card, it's called the Common Cold. You can't do anything with it. You're not allowed to discard it unless they play something that says there's 1 card in here. Oh, I got it right here. All players discard all non-affliction cards, including wilds, cannot be blocked. That one would allow me to get rid of this card. And there's another research card that says that every player discards their entire hand, and both the discarded thing, draw pile, are reshuffled, and a new hand is drawn to everyone. But what this does is I'm allowed to give it to her, and then I get to take one of her cards without, like so. And that was my turn, so now it's her turn. And she's doing it right back to me. So I'll go ahead and play this vaccine card on my trachea. And then so for 2 full turns now, I will be protected. So that ends my turn. Now it's her turn.
You have to play all your non-affliction cards, and I only have affliction cards.
I have 2.
Put it on your spoon.
Okay. So now that was 1 turn with the vaccine, and then this is an instant card. That's why she played it right after drawing it. And And so I'm going to play this benign tumor on her esophagus, and I'm also going to play the metastasis, the spreading of a disease such as cancer to other areas. What?
Isn't it metatosis?
Metastasis.
Oh. All these technical terms we can't
You're thinking
say.
of mitosis.
Oh, maybe.
Splitting of cells. So what this does is this makes the tumor grow elsewhere, so I'm also going to affect her brain. And then that ended my turn. And now it's her turn. That was 2 turns now with this on there too, by the way. This is the last round with her playing with the vaccine. Once she finishes her turn, the vaccine has to come off.
What is that?
Spleen.
Okay.
So, are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Did you draw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that goes away. Alright, so this could go on for a little while. There's one more card I want to show, so I'm going to cheat and put it at the top of wherever it's at, because I don't know how far down it is. How many cards you got? 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What about to make it a live one?
Oh, you know what? I should put that one in here too. That's a good idea. There's 2 cards that we should show you guys. Alright. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and go. So now she just took out my other organ.
Oh, we put that in the wrong spot. It's alive!
I ended up with 6 cards somehow. I'll just get rid of one.
He's cheating!
Okay. Not that matters. Every one of my cards affects me or something that's already dead. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. And look what I drew. The poisoned card. So if you draw this card, as soon as you pick this card up, it says, upon the unfortunate discovery of this card's existence in your hand, you must immediately remove one of your own organs. It cannot be blocked. So I'm going to go for the one that already has an affliction on it and just get rid of that one. And that was the end of my turn, because I exchanged 2 cards. So
I have It's Alive, which means I get to pick an organ to bring it back to life and put it back on my side. And I'm going to pick the wild one because that one's takes more afflictions to kill it.
that was the end of your turn.
My turn.
I'm going to play enamel erosion on your teeth.
This is a chart mix-up. All players must discard their entire attack hand, reshuffle all attack cards, and redeal. Cannot be blocked. Oh, and the It's Alive one can only be played once.
Oh yeah,
Where
where'd
did
you
I
put
do
it?
I don't know. Where did it go?
Did you put it in the organ pile by accident?
Maybe. No.
Did you keep it in your
Why is
hand?
there an attack one in the organ pile, though? No, I didn't. Well, if we come to it, we just know we can't use it.
Yeah, that's weird. So, the It's Alive one is only allowed to be used once per turn.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, okay. Once per game. So now that we've used it in this game, you don't put it in the normal discard pile, set it to the side because it's already been used once. Oh, you didn't have my cards. I don't want the video to get too long, so we should probably stop it right here.
Okay.
There's only one other card that's different from the other research cards that we haven't seen. It's an organ transplant card. What that card what allows you to do is you get to steal any of the opponent's organs. You transplant it into your own body. Other than that, that's it. This is the one I told you about earlier where she redeals all the cards. And I'm going to have the poison one in my hand, I bet. Oh, no, I don't. But this was actually a really fun game.
It is a fun game.
Yeah, I can't wait to play with our friends. Throw in the team expansion pack, even with, you can play it with less players than 6. It just puts more organs in. And as you can see, with just 2 players, we had a lot of organs. Where then when you get 4 players, you have a lot less organs. It's by the Awkward Yeti. I believe I already said that. So if you're interested, go to his website. I know last week we played that fun anxiety attack game, which the board itself gives people anxiety. But he's got a couple fun games out there, and he's got really fun comics he does with heart and brain, and all the other organs get put in there at times. And I'll put a link to his Facebook down in the description. Just check him out. And thanks for watching us. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button, like and share the video with all your friends, and leave us some comments. We love to get comments down below. If you have any suggestions for any drinks and you'd like to see us drink, put that down in the descriptions. Any suggestions for any games you'd like to see, just leave that down there in the comments for us. We'd love to hear from you. And thanks for coming. I didn't bring something to cheers with, so I'll just